Hey everybody. Well, something a little bit different today. What we've got is the old 12 valve Cummins diesel has got an electrical problem and we got to figure it out. I got no tail lights or dashboard illumination console lights. So through a little bit of research, and I'm not a great mechanic. I'm especially not very good with electrical, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple fuses we have to check, and then I'm relatively certain it's probably the switch that's in this truck. These switches are kind of known to go bad, and that's the headlight switch, and so that's kind of a known problem with these trucks, and so we're going to see if we can't figure it out. So let's see if we can't fix this thing together because we got stuff to do. There's Zippy. Everybody say hi to Zip. Hi, Zip. All right, let's get to work. It's a beautiful day today. All right, so we got a fuse to check underneath the hood here. And that's probably the first step. Let's see. 15 amp fuse. See this guy right here. That fuse is good. So that's not the problem. Okay, guys. So to get at this headlight switch, we got to take this bezel off the dash, and it looks like it's cracked, which is kind of a bummer. But to get that off, we got a couple of screws to take out with the cup holder and a couple of screws around the around the cigarette lighter, which it looks like I'm missing anyway. So let's get these screws out, see if we can pop this bezel off, and then we should be able to get to the switch. Okay, we got that off. Now we can get at the switch. Okay guys, so we got the switch out, and I don't know if you can see that, but this plug here is all melted, and I'm pretty sure that's probably the problem. This is kind of a common problem on this truck, and you know, whenever you've got a harness that's melted, that's probably the cause of your electrical problem. The new switch came with a new harness that we have to splice in, and which is going to be a giant pain, but that's just what we're going to have to do, I guess. So let's get to it. Okay everyone, is it focusing on there? Yeah, it is. You can see how that's melted in there, and see how we're melted on that side, melted through. I believe that's what our problem is right there. So we're going to switch that out and put a new switch in it. That could be dangerous. Not good. Okay everybody, as you can see, we've got our new harness spliced into the old wiring for the truck. These gauge wires on the new harness are about 1 gauge bigger than the old wires in the old harness, which doesn't make sense to me because they're still going to the smaller gauge wires in the truck, but I guess that's supposed to help with the problem that we had. So now what we have to do is we have to switch out the switch. And if the harness was melted, then there's probably a problem going on inside the switch, and so we need to switch out the switch as well. And so now we have to basically take this back plate off the switch here. And we'll put the new switch on the faceplate for the truck. This is a little bit different video, guys, I know, but hey, you guys said you wanted to see what I do all the time around here, and this is pretty much what I do all the time around here. Of course it's stuck. You know, why wouldn't it be stuck? So I'm having a little trouble disengaging it from the switch here. Hang on a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so we got it out. Okay, which was an interesting experience. I think the new one goes in there. Like that. And we didn't even break anything, which is awesome. Get this put back together before we lose all these little tiny screws. There's a little toggle right here you got to push down to get that to engage. So I think it's working. With any luck, after all this business, problem will be solved. All right, with any luck, we're in business. Well, after all that was not the problem. I guess it was kind of good we changed the switch out anyway, because the switch was burnt, and it was probably only a matter of time before my headlights were going to go out as I was going down the road. So we kind of staved off that problem, but we still don't have any tail lights and we still don't have any running lights. So we're going to have to trace down some other stuff, but we're going to have to do that a different day. Running out of time today. I guess we're just going to have to drive the old 12 valve during the day for a while until we can figure it out. So, day in the life of trying to keep stuff running around here. That's just how it goes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time.